Hello, this is Heavy Metal Thunder here again with another reading of mine. Before I get into this will be the last one I'm actually going to do a reading of my stories. Um, After this one, I'm going to start doing a new series I'm going to call Files. And what I'm going to do in that is I'm going to highlight our superheroes that we've been actually writing in-depth files for as long as I can remember. And we will highlight a certain superhero and we'll go over his abilities and any equipment he uses and any anything that relates to that superhero or supervillain as the case may be. I've got a bunch of these files, so there's no telling what files I might actually end up doing. Uh, One thing I'm gonna try to not do in the file series though is I'm not going to give you very much history of what we're planning on doing with those characters. Like the history stuff that I have actually wrote up, I'm going to leave that out because that would give spoilers to future stories and stuff. And if we start picking up people to be fans and stuff, I don't want to run the stories for them. I want them to be surprised when stuff happens and stuff like that. So I'm gonna try to keep spoilers and stuff out of there of storylines that we have planned. Um, to let you guys know something else too, I am actually trying to get some of my stories published, but I'm still working on them right now. I haven't actually got to a publisher yet, but I'm gonna try to get the stories published. And one of the first stories that I will do that is related to our superheroes will be the Microwave Man. It's called the Cosmic Ray Incidence. It's the origin of Microwave Man and Punk Rocker and Battle Dog. And it'll be book one of the Cosmic Ray Incidence. And I'm thinking about filling it with the drawing for each chapter and stuff and going to it that way. Um, As you noticed in this video, I got a drawing of my own here while I'm reading this. It'll be the Electrical Phantom. As you can see, my artwork is kind of just like, I don't go into a lot of detail. I try to keep it simple. For one, I'm not a real great artist. And for another, I just don't have time to sit there and try to draw because eventually I want to hopefully make money off my writings and stuff, so I can just sit there and write and work on stuff in depth. But right now I'm working a job, and I got a little bit limited time, so that's that. Let's go ahead and get started on the reading here. And basically, this is an essay I did for my college English class. It's a descriptive essay explaining about the electrical phantom. And this is why the electrical phantom is the perfect leader for the intergalactic space travelers. The electrical phantom is a natural-born leader of the intergalactic space travelers for many reasons. A natural-born leader is someone who can lead people into getting missions done or accomplished naturally. The electrical phantom was born with this skill and did not have to learn it, though he did go through training to enhance his leadership qualities and abilities. Natural-born leaders have many qualities that make them unique. They possess charisma, the ability to get people to listen to them and follow their orders, quick thinking, analysis of the situations, and deciding the best action to take, smarts, knowing people and equipment they are using inside and out, compassion, knowing when to help others even though the circumstances state otherwise, and goal setting for themselves and for their crew. The Electrical Phantom is a mutant who can transform himself into two different identities. Both identities are publicly known as heroes, but very few people know that they are the same person. In his mutant form, fully electrically charged, he appears as a skeleton covered in electricity, with two exceptions. On the skull, which are two small 2-inch horns on the sides of his head, and sharp fangs for teeth. In his mutant form, he wears a one-piece coverall suit made of special non-conductive rubber and a cape, all of which are black. In the Electrical Phantom's human form, he is known as Heavy Metal Thunder, a vigilante who fought against gangs and drugs. Heavy Metal Thunder stands at 5 foot 8 inches and weighs approximately 225 pounds. He has brown hair, hazel eyes, and a tattoo on his right arm that says Heavy Metal Thunder, with the words Heavy Metal in cursive, and a word Thunder is inside a lightning bolt. Above this is a guitar riff that ends in flames. As Heavy Metal Thunder, he usually wears gold sunglasses, a black sleeveless t-shirt, a blue and tan ski jacket torn into a vest with a secret liner pocket that hides the Electrical Phantom suit, blue jeans with a black leather belt, and a pair of white and black tennis shoes with steel toes. The Electrical Phantom has a lot of charisma, as proven over and over time and time again. When the Electrical Phantom talks, people listen to what he has to say. The Intergalactic Space Travelers was formed willingly, and the group follows the Electrical Phantom's orders by their free will, and can leave at any time. But they choose to stay mostly because of the Electrical Phantom's great leadership skills, charisma, and his legendary record of success. The Intergalactic Space Travelers would follow the Electrical Phantom in the most deadliest of combat situations. The Electrical Phantom's quick thinking and vast knowledge are legendary. He can quickly evaluate situations and give the best orders based off the keen knowledge of his crew and of the people's ability and equipment that they use. In combat situations, he uses tactics that keeps the enemy in a state of confusion and surprise. In peaceful situations, he uses diplomacy and tact to get resources and take care of any problems he has to face, such as damage control and liability. You have to excuse me, I do have a little bit of a cold. Lastly, the Electrical Phantom pushes for his crew to set goals and exceed them, but he has compassion enough not to push his crew too hard, and to give breaks and vacations. He single-handedly made the designs for a training base and hired more than competent training staff to train all the Intergalactic Space Travelers and any subgroups associated with them. Those subgroups, as an off note here from the reading, are like the Menthol 7, and there's a few other ones, but the Menthol 7 is a major one that is connected with them. The Electrical Phantom vigilantly keeps tabs on their progress and limits. Not only does he make sure they train themselves, but the Electrical Phantom also trains rigorously to increase his own powers and skills, such as martial arts and stuff like that. Most of the team members know martial arts and stuff, as another side note. The Electrical Phantom possesses many powers himself, including flight, electrical blast, electromagnetic control, phasing through walls, traveling through bone and electrical lines, and many other powers. With all this in mind, there was no other logical choice for commander of the Intergalactic Space Travelers except for the Electrical Phantom. With his quick action, constant push for rigorous training, and vast knowledge, the Electrical Phantom will lead the Intergalactic Space Travelers to great success in the future. So that gives you a little bit more in-depth to my character, the Electrical Phantom. By the way, I did get an A on this report, on this essay, so if you were wondering how well I did on that. And so that was it. I hope you tune in for my new series, The Files. I'm probably going to call it Comlid Files, because there's a special Comlid program that the superheroes use to save all the file information in and stuff. So I'm going to use Comlid Files for the whole title. And probably going to do the first one on the Electrical Phantom himself, and Heavy Metal Thunder, and the equipment that he uses and stuff like that. So it'll probably be a little bit longer video than this, but I think it'll be a really good. I might split it up into two, maybe do one of the Heavy Metal Thunder and then one of the Electrical Phantom. But hope you tune in for that. If you like our stories and our superheroes and stuff, please subscribe and friend us and like and all that good stuff. And this is Heavy Metal Thunder signing out.